I stopped leaving money on the table when I started making creative offers alongside of my cash offers as an investor. And here's how I did it. Back in the day, I would make only one offer to a seller. Standing in front of someone who said, "Yeah, I want to sell to an investor like you." And I would go mock up whatever my offer would be. Here's my low cash offer. And I found that a lot of times sellers would still want to sell, but my offer was just not quite getting them there. And when I started learning about creative financing, it allowed me to capture those sellers where the low cash offer wasn't quite working for them, and I was able to close more deals. So, here's how you can transition from just a low cash offer investor to someone who buys with creative financing as well. The first thing you should do is that you should learn a general understanding around creative financing. I'm talking seller finance, subject to lease options, things along those lines. And once you have a general understanding, it also helps to hang out with creative investors because investors who use creative finance, they can be someone you can call and maybe bounce ideas around. This is important because having a general understanding and having folks you can rely on to ask questions will help you in the next step. Because the next thing you need to do, the next time you're standing in front of a motivated seller, which that's an important part, you want to then create two offers. The first offer, that's that tried and true low cash offer that you're used to making. So you would say, "Hey, this is what I can offer you to pay you today." Now, this is something else we can look at. So if you learned, for example, that they have a free and clear property, you can say, "Well, I could look at paying you more here if you would be open to me giving you some money down, depending on the condition of the property, and then I would make you payments over time. That would allow me to be able to pay you more." But maybe you learned that they have a mortgage. So instead, I would say something along the lines, "Hey, I know that you have been struggling. You mentioned that you've been struggling making your monthly payments on your mortgage. In the event that I could take over making your payments, and I could do this probably as soon as next month's payment or maybe even this month's payment, is there any reason why you wouldn't be open for us to consider that option?" See, that seller finance or that subject to option, see, that allows me to make that second offer that's more tailored to their situation. And then the seller is then left between, is this low cash offer the solution I want? Or is it worth exploring one of these other options? And as you get better at understanding creative financing, as well as how to share what the benefits are, that's where sellers start saying yes to your deals. And then you can ultimately be able to close on these creative finance deals that everyone's talking about. Make sure you follow for more, and I'd love to show you how.